The life and teachings of Plato. The birth of a philosopher, Plato was born around 427 BC in Athens, into an aristocratic family. His early life was marked by political turmoil and a quest for knowledge. Early influences, influenced by Socrates, Plato became fascinated with philosophy, ethics, and the nature of reality. Socratic dialogues shaped his thinking. The Academy, around 387 BC, Plato founded the Academy in Athens, one of the first institutions of higher learning in the Western world. The theory of forms. Plato introduced the theory of forms, proposing that non-material abstract forms represent the most accurate reality, the allegory of the cave. In The Republic, Plato depicted the allegory of the cave, illustrating the difference between the world of appearances and the world of forms. The ideal state. Plato envisioned a just society governed by philosopher-kings who possessed the wisdom to make enlightened decisions. The tripartite soul. He described the soul as having three parts: the rational, the spirited, and the appetitive, each representing different aspects of human nature. Education and knowledge. Plato emphasized education as a means to achieve knowledge and virtue, advocating for a rigorous curriculum. The role of women in the Republic. He argued for the equality of women, stating they should have the same opportunities as men in education and governance. The concept of justice. Plato defined justice as harmony within the individual and society, where each part fulfills its role. The philosopher-king. He believed that only those who understand the forms could rule justly, advocating for a government led by the wise. The influence of Socrates. Plato's works often feature Socratic dialogues, preserving his teacher's ideas and methods while developing his own philosophy. The theory of knowledge. Plato distinguished between belief and knowledge, asserting that true knowledge is knowledge of the eternal forms. The art of rhetoric. He critiqued the art of rhetoric, believing it could be misused to manipulate rather than enlighten. The legacy of the dialogues. Plato wrote dialogues featuring various characters, exploring philosophical questions through conversation and debate. The symposium. In this dialogue, Plato examines the nature of love, presenting different perspectives on its role in human life. The Phaedrus. This work explores the soul and its immortality, emphasizing the importance of love as a motivating force for the soul's ascent. The nature of reality. Plato's metaphysics posits that the material world is an imperfect reflection of the true, unchanging reality of the forms. The role of philosophy. He believed philosophy was essential for achieving a good life, guiding individuals toward truth and virtue. The political philosophy. Plato's political philosophy critiqued contemporary democracy, advocating for governance based on wisdom rather than popularity. The concept of the good central to Plato's philosophy is the form of the good, which illuminates all other forms and represents the ultimate purpose of life. The influence on Aristotle. Plato's student, Aristotle, carried forward his teachings while developing his own contrasting ideas, shaping future philosophy. The legacy of the Academy. The Academy continued for centuries after Plato's death, influencing generations of thinkers and scholars. The dialogues of Plato. His dialogues remain foundational texts in philosophy, exploring ethics, politics, and metaphysics. The importance of dialectics. Plato emphasized dialectics as a method of philosophical inquiry, fostering deeper understanding through dialogue. The relationship between philosophy and politics. He argued that philosophy and politics are intertwined, as wise rulers must understand philosophical truths. The critique of art. Plato viewed art as an imitation of reality, often critiquing it for its potential to mislead and manipulate. The role of myth. He used myths to convey philosophical ideas, believing they could illustrate complex truths in an accessible way. The enduring influence. Plato's ideas have shaped Western thought, influencing fields such as ethics, political theory, and metaphysics. The eternal philosopher. Plato's legacy endures as one of the most significant philosophers in history, inspiring countless thinkers to explore the nature of reality and the pursuit of truth.